don't do the lead.
And hello and good afternoon. Welcome to Kelowna Now Live. We're broadcasting on YouTube and X. We've got your snowy weekend weather forecast coming up. First off, check on our headlines. A trio of BC firefighters charged for allegedly attacking a homeless man.
That seems odd, no? Charges have been laid against 3 firefighters who are accused of attacking a homeless man earlier this year. A 49-year-old trailman was seriously injured in the incident, which happened as he was taking garbage out to the dumpster in the alley around 9 a.m. on April 23rd. According to the police, the man allegedly was punched in the head several times and may have lost consciousness and suffered a serious shoulder injury. On Thursday, November 30th, so yesterday, 53-year-old Gregory Furabai, 48-year-old Richard Morris, and 43-year-old Wesley Parsons were all charged with assault causing bodily harm. All three men were members of the Kootenay Boundary Regional Fire Rescue. They were off duty at the time. Like, who does that? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Does it make sense? Doesn't make sense to me.
Especially the helpers. 20-unit building that's been proposed sparks bigger discussion on the impacts of traffic on Lakeshore Road.
There's just a lot of traffic on that road all the time. A proposed 20-unit apartment building on Lakeshore Road is headed back to City Council on Monday for reconsideration because it sparked a wider debate about traffic issues. On October 30th, Council gave first reading to the rezoning application for 3593 Lakeshore Road to change the property from large lot housing to apartment housing zone. However, during that meeting, several councillors expressed concerns about several transportation issues with the application. So Ron Cannon and Gord Lovegrove shared some of the challenges there. So they're going to take a look at it again, I guess. So
yeah, well, it makes sense to me. I mean, the traffic is a bit of concern on some of these arteries. Having a few extra roads would be nice. Some faster roads. Anyways, senior dog with health issues was found wandering alone and is now recovering at the Kelowna SPCA. Look at this guy.
He's found wandering in a residential property in Grand Forks and will be available for adoption soon. Good old Grand Forks.
Looks like a lab.
Kringle, a hearing impaired 7-year-old black lab.
Black.
There you go. You were right. Was transferred to the BC SPCA South Okanagan Animal Center for being brought to Kelowna. Kringle is a very sweet old man who based on the scars on his face has had a hard life. So, veterinarian named Kringle and found he had serious dental issues, so he put him on pain meds immediately, and he's since had like 4 teeth removed. Yikes.
Oh, man.
Ouch. Anyway, PetSecure Pet Health Insurance was so inspired by Kringle's story that they will match up to $3,500 in donations. Yeah.
All right. Well, the Christmas lights might not be the only red and blue lights you see around town. It's officially December and the official kickoff to the holiday counterattack road checks happening tonight.
I think if you're out during the Christmas season, like the best thing to do if you're going to drive is just don't have one, don't have two, don't have any, right? Be the DD and just don't have any. Because if you get pulled over, they're going to ask you if you had a drink, and typically you're going to have to submit to a breathalyzer and all that kind of stuff. So the best thing to do is have somebody as a designated driver, or find a friend that doesn't drink and take them along with you. Just, like suck up to them for a bit.
We had 3 children within a fairly short period of time. So we had a built-in designated driver there for a while.
Your kids are driving?
No. Yeah. I had a built-in, I should say.
I was just like, wow, I didn't know they were that old. There you go. Like, you do not want to cause anybody any harm, or yourself or your family. So drinking and driving definitely frowned upon.
Yeah.
And plus it can lead to lots of other things, like including prison.
Well, like a criminal record would be terrible, right?
Yeah.
Majority of Canadians planning to spend less this Christmas due to the Grinch of inflation.
Does he represent any kind of political party, this Grinch, or or who is this person?
I don't know, but this Grinch has a red outfit this year, I think. Like red.
Yeah, inflation remains high, 3.1. Grocery prices still up 5.4. And then people are just like spending more on groceries, buying groceries with credit cards. I mean, that's that's tragic in itself. Lots of people are utilizing food banks and all that kind of stuff. So
1 in 5 Canadians on food banks at this time.
I mean, I've never heard of that here in this country.
That's unbelievable.
So, something's wrong. Again, if you've had the wheel for 8+ years, take responsibility for the stuff you ran over, or the stuff you hit along the way, instead of like just doing political rhetoric all the time. Maybe just try to do policies that don't. I don't know. I don't get into ranty. Anyway, do better.
There you go. Ibrahim Ali's lawyer says the 13-year-old girl that he's accused of murdering in British Columbia Park wasn't the innocent depicted in a rose-colored portrayal by the Crown at trial. 13-year-old.
Wild defense there. Kevin McCullough told the BC Supreme Court jury in his closing arguments that the version of the girl's lifestyle presented by the Crown is at best a partial picture, at worst a lie. He says the Crown's case rests on the belief that it would have been out of character for the teen to have had sex with Ali. The body of the girl, who can't be named because of the publication ban, was found in a Burnaby Park in July 2017, just hours after her mother reported her missing. McCullough says the only evidence they have against Ali is his semen was found inside the girl's body. And the Crown has come up with a crazy theory there where no one saw or heard anything connecting Ali to the murder. Yikes. Yeah. Crown attorney Daniel Port finished closing arguments yesterday, saying it had been proved beyond a reasonable doubt that Ali dragged the girl into the wooded area of the park, sexually assaulted her, and then killed her.
A little closer to home, a Rutland project with over 100 rentals is going to be reviewed by council now.
Is this all we do in the last little while? Rental unit, rental unit, rental unit. So here's another one, which is great news. More rental units on the way for Rutland. That looks like a big one, too. We'll be reviewing a staff recommendation to issue development permits for a proposed 6-story apartment building on Dougal Road. It would include 105 units with 15 ground-oriented units. It includes 55 one-bedrooms, 42 bedrooms, 4 2-bedrooms with a den, and 6 3-bedroom units. PK Developments, an Alberta-based company, is eyeing the 475 Dougal Road North for their project. I do see more Alberta developers here. Westridge is doing that big development across the lake there, on just in that bay there. And now I saw their sign somewhere. I think it was in Rutland I saw it, that they're doing a development out there too. So there you go.
A vast majority of Canadians want Justin Trudeau to step down, says
Shocker.
a poll. Yeah.
Shocking. No? Didn't we do this yesterday too?
Well, we just talked about this 2 seconds ago, really. I think you
According
just
to the
said
poll,
you wanted to.
according to the poll, 72% want Justin to find another job. Perhaps he can go back to teaching, or, he can probably work for any number of corporations that he's, helped get rich.
What's kind of surprising is that out of all of these potential people that might replace the leader, Chrystia Freeland would be like in first place still. So many of her policies are what's driving the inflationary situation that we're experiencing.
I think they're just looking for changes themselves, but there was that, I can't remember the name off the top of my head now, representative out of Quebec there. It'll come to me as we go along there. I thought he'd be a really good choice to represent the Liberal Party. Anyway.
All right, Kelowna's outdoor rink at Stewart Park is officially open for winter. So much Christmas, so much winter, I can hardly stand it. It started 11:30 today.
Are you tapping? That wasn't me, I just want to say that was Jason tapping. You got some comments. Perfect time. We got a little bit of sprinkle of snow, just like a little light dusting more than anything else, right? So according to Jason, we're going to get more than a light dusting.
More than a light dusting, indeed. And police are investigating possible criminal offense after a man suffered a mysterious fentanyl poisoning in BC. Oh, great.
They're investigating how a man mysteriously fell ill from fentanyl poisoning following a brief encounter with a stranger last week. VPD said in a statement the investigators are probing how a 56-year-old man who does not use drugs was exposed to the powerful opioid and whether the incident involved a criminal offense. Police said the man was walking in the city's Chinatown neighborhood about 9 p.m. on November 22nd and had a brief encounter with somebody before collapsing in medical distress. They said paramedics administered the overdose reversing naloxone,
Oh, man.
and the man was taken to the hospital for treatment of fentanyl poisoning.
Well, if that isn't scary.
That's a really troubling case. So there you go.
In sports, the Kelowna Rockets prepare for a weekend road trip. They're on the road really for the next month, are they not?
Boy, I can't talk.
Hot.
Off an overtime win against the Wenatchee Wild. I mean,
Say that 5 times fast.
say that fast. And then can the Rockets do 5 times in a row and win? There's a challenge.
That might be the bigger challenge.
The Kelowna Rockets have their eyes set on keeping the momentum going in the right direction. Like, let's go for another win. There you go. Clubs on the road this weekend, taking on the Giants and the T-Birds on Saturday. So there you go. The Rockets have only squared off this other team. Well, I guess we're moving on. Anyway, that's okay. That's all good. I did do a live stream with Kelsey McCallan earlier today. We talked about the TELUS community ambassadors and all the great work they do out there. Yeah, if you want to check that out, you can go to KelownaNow.com. You'll find that story up there and find out all the great work that TELUS community ambassadors do for this community. And they're stuffing, I can't remember how many food hampers are they stuffing? 800? 8,000?
Wow.
8,000 food hampers. Wow. That's a lot of need. Okay. 8,000. Right? Yeah. Wow. Marcy's never wrong. There you go.
And we have a video.
Candy Cane Lane. Kent and Nick were out there. Candy Cane Lane opens tonight.
Another.
Festive spirit. Well, we do have Kent after this, though. But you might as well watch this. Like, they do a really good job out there. They go all out.
That's pretty cool.
I remember the Edmonton, city of Edmonton Candy Cane Lane was epic. And I think this takes a little bit of that idea. Like, that's some serious commitment. It almost looks like Christmas in our office where Nikki's seriously obsessed. There you go. Do we have that video from Kent? No? Nick didn't send it to us? Nice. Way to go, Nick.
Be nice.
There's a new video up about the opening of Candy
You
Cane
can go
Lane.
to, Marcy just said be nice.
It's on our YouTube and on our...
Yeah,
KelownaNow.com.
so we got our EV file. I got this email. It says the Cybertruck's here, and my reservation's in the queue.
Ooh.
Where in the queue? Am I like 1 million at 2.1? 1.5 million at 2.1? Where am I in this queue?
I don't know. You're in the queue, though.
But it says, hey, while you're waiting, buy another car.
So it might be a while then. Hint, hint.
While you're waiting, hey, shop for something else.
That's a nice way to upsell.
And there's a nice picture we had. Did you get that picture of that other one? I probably didn't tell you about it.
I
There's
watched
link
a video.
Your fault. That's maybe why Nick didn't grab the video.
Oh, there you go. That's one strike for me.
There's a lot of videos starting to appear on online of the test drives and the various people who have them now.
Maybe just go to that link you see
It's
at the
pretty
bottom
cool.
there. See that in the story there? See if you can pull that up. Yeah, there's some epic kind of like configurations now showing up in the
Some of the
people are doing.
aftermarket.
Yeah, if we can get this one up here, it's the most epic one I've seen so far. But
I watched a person today. He has like 17 million followers, so he was chosen, I guess, to show off the truck to his followers. But you know, you can stand on the tonneau cover on the back. It's up to 300 pounds.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of YouTubers that were. There's a guy from Carwow that was there too, and then the other guy that does the other. There's a couple of big. What's that race one down out of England? That race car where they look at that thing. Like, just pull over, right? Oh my God, right? Just pull over. Because you're not going to beat that in a race or up a mountain or anywhere, right? So
Just give up
and then I think Optimus, the robot, comes out.
and takes you away. If he doesn't,
He doesn't negotiate for traffic tickets.
Uh,
Anyway, pretty epic, eh? Pretty wild looking truck. Do you want that one?
Yeah, but I want pink
Pink
with flowers
Cybertruck.
on it.
Pink
Pink with
wrap.
flowers. There you go. Softer look. of the Cybertruck. You want to do weather? You said you want to do it again?
Yeah, we've got a lot of weather on the way, so why not talk about it? Our forecast has not changed today. We're looking for a low of -3 with some more snow flurries possible tonight. And that'll just be kicking off to the next few days of snow tomorrow, snow on Sunday, snow on Monday, and maybe some flurries and or showers mixed up in the valley on Tuesday. But basically temperatures in around freezing. So the roads are going to be slick. Take it easy out there. Give yourself a little extra time and enjoy the winter wonderland that it'll be.
Well, we'll see if we get some snow on the ground, but yeah.
We will.
There you go. You heard it from Jason. We will. So make sure you got snow tires on. Make sure you got your snow shovel ready. Boots at the door.
Already shoveled this
Boots
morning.
and mitts. And you know one thing that most people forget all the time? It's just a window scraper. Do you know what I mean? Just put a window scraper and a brush in your car instead of... And also... go someplace where you can buy them reasonably cheap or find the one you had last year instead of like having to buy one at the gas station. Right?
Or your credit card. But that's maybe the only thing my credit card is working for these days. So,
Or you could do what they do in Alberta. Just use washer fluid.
Yeah.
Just keep pouring the washer fluid too. I had a friend in Alberta. Her heater wasn't working that good. She actually had candles. She was burning candles on the dash.
oh,
She would drive around Edmonton and she'd have like 5
Oh, man.
candles lined up on the dash because she had no defrost.
that that cyber police might pull them over if they saw that.
Probably thought she was doing a seance in there.
That's so dangerous. Oh my goodness.
Hey, that's the amount of money she had.
I guess.
So she made it work. So
Well,
anyway,
My
gotta do what you
heat
gotta
turns
do.
on and off sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't work. So this
Just
winter
gotta
I'm screwed.
give it a Fonzie bang
Yeah.
like
There
on
you
the
go.
old jukebox.
The old Rio, eh?
Yeah, Riri. She's gonna live forever, I promise, guys.
Anyway, we're gonna let you go.
Have a great weekend.
We'll see you on Monday morning at 9 a.m. Take care and have a great weekend.